आज यता स्टोरीयलर्समा स्टोरी भन्न आइरहेको थिएँ बाटोमा अनि त्यसपछि टाढाको एउटा मान्छेले मलाई घुरिरहेको थियो म त चिन्ने मान्छे के हो कि क्या हो भने सो अगाडि गएँ चिन्ने मान्छे त रहेन पछि साइडको मान्छेले मलाई यस्तरी फर्केर गए हेलमेट पो लाउनु बिर्सेँ कि यस्तै हेरेँ हेलमेट त थियो पङ्चर पो भएछ कि क्या हो भने हेरेँ पङ्चर पनि थिएन पछि अलि अगाडि पुगेपछि बल्ल याद आयो ए मैले त स्कुटर होइन मोटरसाइकल पो चलाइरहेको थिएँ It's been almost a year that I started commuting on my motorbike on a daily basis. But people still stare at me like I'm some kind of alien riding a spaceship. And why wouldn't they stare? How many female riders in Kathmandu Valley do you see every day? Or a week? Or even a month? When I first started riding my motorbike, there were a lot of people who said, this is not what girls are supposed to do, or that I should go back to my scooter. Well, I'm here on my Splendor Hero Honda motorbike here today talking about my motorbike. Actually, there's a very strange connection between motorbikes and me, which started when I was a little kid. My father and I, we used to fix his motorbike together. My father is a mechanical engineer, and we used to do this regular motorcycle checkups like once a month or so. Though I had no idea about how to fix motorbikes or anything, I would still be his helping hand and torch boy pani dekhaidinte. And he would teach me how to use different tools. So that's how I got exposed to tools at a very young age. त्यसपछि my journey began, and I started breaking radios apart and fixing fuses together. This love for making and breaking took me to engineering school, and I completed my engineering in electronics and communications. And in the final semester of my engineering school, I shaved my head, completely. Toklu bhaema. And there were a lot of people who said, oh my god, you are very brave and bold, and keti bhayera taile yesto garis bafre. And there were also negative comments, like people thought I was mentally or physically ill, you know. And surprisingly, there were a lot of female who told me they wanted to shave their head at one point or the other in their life. But because of their family or society, they didn't. You know, I still remember the day I went to my mom and I confessed. So just imagine the situation. A 20-year-old Nepali female going to her mother and saying, Mom, malai toklu hunu man cha. Just imagine this. So that day, my mom was doing something, and I was there, I gathered all my courage and confidence. Mama, I want to shave my head. And she was like, what? Ekta Kapoor style, what? It was very difficult to convince my mother that I want to shave my head. And even more difficult when I went back to my college and people were like, "You kiti ta ball asta cha engineering garera." But after I shaved my head, I was so free. I was so free. Batoma pani yettikai scarf naodikana toklu bhayera hinte haina. And it was like, let the staring games begin. Batoko manchele malai ghurthyo ani ma pani ghurdinte. All these things that I did, it's so normal when a guy does it. Huncha ni maile ke extra ke garekai thiena. I just shaved my head and rode a motorbike. So the usual things in our life become unusual just because a girl is doing it. One another such thing is being a female engineer. So I was one of the 8 female students in my class of 43, which is also considered ekdamai dherai, considering कुनै class ma ta 2 jana 1 jana matrai केटीहरु हुन्थ्यो. And after engineering, I joined Karkhana, which is my current workplace. Ani त्यहाँ पनि when I first joined, I was the only female engineer in a bunch of male engineers. For those of you who don't know Karkhana, it is an education company and a maker space. And त्यहाँ चाहिँ I teach students robotics, coding, making DIY antennas and everything. Ani class ma pani when I used to teach students, female students they were very hesitant to use the tools. Huncha ni डराउँथे केटाहरु चाहिँ गएर टुल समाइहाल्ने अनि स्टार्ट भइहाल्ने हैन. केटीहरु चाहिँ डराउने टुल्सहरु भनेपछि अलिकति not used to it. But when they saw me class ma चाहिँ हुन्छ नि tools I used it so in ease and everything, and they slowly came forward. and they were less hesitant. And by the end of the class, उनीहरू पनि मज्जाले टुल्सहरू युज गर्न सकिसक्ने थियो है. So I could see the change then and there in front of me. आफ्नै क्लासभित्र I could see the changes. So I was becoming this role model for these kids, you know, not just female students, but also the male students, that women are equal, if not better, at becoming engineers or using tools. And not just for these kids, you know, like this was not something biological. It did not, like our gender did not define what we're good at it or not. And similarly, in my society also, I was becoming this person who was doing things, and people who knew me, who knew Irina Sthapit, were taking things normally, like it's normal to shave her head, for a girl to shave her head, or become an engineer, or ride a motorbike. Being an engineer, recognizing my work, I recently went to US for an international visitors leadership program, October, and that was like, I was recognized for my work as a female engineer in a program, Hidden No More, empowering women leaders in STEM. So STEM refers to science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And this was huge for me. I was representing Nepal as a female engineer in an international platform among 50 other countries. And after the program, I had to go meet this person named Ryoko at a place, Exploratorium. So this is an interactive science museum in San Francisco. Ani त्यहाँ चाहिँ I had to meet Ryoko. Ani Ryoko and I, we were having conversations over email. He worked at Exploratorium for a very long time. He and I had so much in common in terms of education, in terms of teaching students and everything. And I had a list of questions that I had for him to answer, like, how did you teach students? How are you doing things? And finally, the day came when I had to meet him. Ani ma Exploratorium puge, and I said, the reception dostoma, I'm here to meet Ryoko. Can you please call him? And okay, I just like ekichin makuri. And then she came and said, hi, I'm Ryoko. I was speechless. Ryoko was a woman. Over the 2 weeks of our email conversation, not for a split second did I think that Ryoko was someone other than a male. I was ashamed that day, you know. I was ashamed that being a female engineer representing in such a big platform, I did not think that there could be another female working at a science museum. Being someone who's trying to bridge this gender gap in my society, trying to fight the gender stereotypes in my society, the gender norms were so engraved in me. Nevertheless, I am making conscious efforts to understand that tools don't recognize gender. एउटा screwdriver वा एउटा hammerले यो केटाले चलाइराछ वा केटीले चलाइराछ भनेर भेदभाव गर्दैन. कपाल लामो चिल्लो होस् वा टक्लु होस्, त्यसले केटा हो कि केटी भनेर छुटाउँदैन कसैलाई पनि. A motorcycle does not recognize gender. त्यो मोटरसाइकल केटाले कुदाइराछ वा केटीले कुदाइराछ उसलाई फरकै पर्दैन. र मोटरसाइकल मात्रै किन, गाडी, एरोप्लेन, जेट प्लेन, and even spaceships, कसैलाई पनि फरक पर्दैन. Thank you.